Back in the home workshop on a somewhat overcast day, just waiting for it to rain. It's going to at some point. And cracking on with my little front end refurb. Not this front end, this stuff over here. Since the last video, everything's had another couple of passes on the wire wheel with the Dremel. And so next step is to get it all clean. I've got some brake cleaner, a toothbrush, a bunch of carbon fiber towels, and going to give it a good scrub, pull the remains of the seals out of the calipers, and then mask it all up, ready for paint. Yeah, this stuff dries really quickly. Right, everything's had a first pass of cleaning. Before I just give it a last wipe down to get rid of any last grease, I'm going to mask up any sort of mating surfaces, make sure no paint gets any threaded holes, or any holes for that matter. And yeah, just get it ready for paint, basically make sure this surface stays nice and flat as well. I've been around that a few times, so that the back half of the, I think it's the bearing cup that basically sits there, so that sits down nicely. It's a bit messed up. Crikey, that was time consuming. That's only one masked up. Might run out of time today, but nice and neat at least. Use the old hammer trick, soft face hammer on masking tape. It works on sharp corners particularly well. If you just want to get particular faces and trim the masking tape down. It doesn't have to be super neat, of course. I'm going a bit overboard, but should look nice. Paint wise, gone for well, I'm going to go for that for the calipers, partly because I had it and got it cheap, and I think it'll look quite nice actually. And that, the uprights or the hubs, again, because I had it, I've decided this is a budget job. Yeah, this is just going to look like shiny rust. Thought it'd be a bit more coppery. Crack on. Okay, that's starting to look much better. Turns out that just like a good martini, whatever James Bond may say, hammerite should be stirred, not shaken. Got a lot more metal flake in it now. I think those are actually going to look pretty cool. And yes, I'm sure I'll get some comments about baby shit and all sorts of other things. But I think they look pretty cool. Predictably, the rain has started coming down. A few of you said that these looked savable.
Yeah, I don't know. I think those are pretty rotten. That lip's big. Look at the size of the lip on the inside. I think I'll just get some new ones and those can go to the scrappy. Right, it's a couple of weeks later. I'm pretty pleased with the finish on those. They were very rough to start with, but I think they're actually going to look pretty good. Obviously got a lot of work to do taking all the masking tape and stuff off. Not everyone's going to like the colour, but I think that's going to look pretty neat back there. Not bad for a second antenna paint or two. Likewise with the uprights. A lot of work to do pulling all the masking tape and stuff off, which I'll do when I'm not in my work clothes. But it's going to look pretty smart. And yeah, as you can see, lots of shiny new parts have arrived. So let's get all that unboxed. So, big box for small things. A pair of ABS sensors. Very big box, very small things. Another ABS sensor. I may have ordered. This may be a rear one for future purposes. This is the heavy one, so I'm guessing this is wheel bearings. Let's take that down from there before I smack my head off it again. So, new tinware. For the back, again, all for me Bilstein. And wheel bearings. Radlagersatz wheel bearing kit. Oh, good. So that gives us everything we need to rebuild the uprights / hubs. And then we're just going to need the remaining bits for here. So I've got new pistons, new bleed nipples, all the seals and everything else, new pins. What I don't have is new flexi hoses. So I need to order some new flexi hoses. I also need to order new pads and discs. So pads, discs, flexi hoses. I'll probably just do a quick video on the next one, just putting it all together, because that's not hugely exciting. Bit of a time lapse, throw it all together. And then at some point throwing it all on, which means taking the car off the road for a day and actually having a whole day where I can do it. Which I don't at the moment. Look, I know some of you are going to hate the colour of those calipers, but I think they're pretty cool. I may do a little sheen of like more coppery colour over the top, just so they really pop a little bit, so they're more sort of coppery, bronzy rather than brown. But I like it. I genuinely do. Quite tempted to paint the engine bay in the same colour, to be honest. I think that would look quite nice, especially against the dark grey of the car when it's done. Anyway, that's that. Thanks for watching. Catch you on the next one. Bye-bye.